Alright, it's your boy Rant and Ravenfection. How's it going, everybody? And I'm about to make a Twilight rant. That's right, Twilight. Now, here's what I think. Alright? And first of all, I'm a guy. I got a big one in the middle of between my legs. Well, not that big. It's so-so. Alright. Here's the thing. I am not a Twilight fan. I've never read any of the books. I haven't seen any of the movies. So really, I don't know jack shit about Twilight or any of the characters, anything to do with the franchise. I have no idea. Here's the closest thing that I've seen anything remotely related to Twilight is when I watched the Harry Potter movies and that guy who played Cedric Diggory, and yes, I still call him Cedric Diggory because that's all I know him as. He plays one of the characters in the Twilight films. Okay? That's all I know. That's all I know. Therefore, I can't talk shit about Twilight at all. Maybe I would like to. Maybe I would like to, okay? I would maybe like to bash the shit out of this film, okay? I know last year, when the first Twilight film came out, and it was a big deal, and it was such a highly, hyped movie, and everybody was like, oh my god, I can't wait to watch it. A lot of critics actually slammed the movie, and they said, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's about vampires, but they're not really vampires because they can walk in the sun, and it got slammed by critics. Now I've never seen it, so I can't say if the movie's bad or not. I know that I like vampires though. I like the franchise of vampires. I like vampire related shows and movies. I'm a fan of Interview with a Vampire and Anne Rice and Queen of the Damned and all that. I like all that stuff. It's all good. Nosferatu, classic. So I'm a fan of the vampire, mythology. I've never checked out the Twilight series or the books for one particular reason. I'm a dude. I'm a fucking guy, okay? And this Twilight shit, looks like a fucking chick flick top to bottom, okay? It's got bitch flick written all over it. And nothing wrong against chick flicks, okay? Nothing wrong against chick flicks. I've seen some chick flicks here and there. I thought they were alright. Okay? They're not really chick flicks, the ones that I've seen. They're more like date movies. Alright? They're more date movies. Well, what's the difference? What's the difference between a date movie and a chick flick? Here's the difference. A date movie is for both male and female audience. There's something in a date movie that pleases both demographic. So for the guys, there might be action scenes in there, there are fight scenes in there, alright? And there's like romance for the girls, whatnot. Now, a chick flick is strictly catered for women, for girls, alright? It's the story is more about the girl, it focuses more about what the girl wants and her needs and her struggles, and it's more about catering to a strictly female audience. And that's what Twilight is, okay? You got a couple of dudes fighting over one girl or something, you know what I'm saying? It's like this fantasy for girls. But once again, I got nothing against the Twilight shit because I don't know jack shit about it. I don't know anything about it. I've never read any of the shit. Now, it's a huge deal. I know it's a big deal, the films and all that, and a lot of people are in it. It's pretty safe to say that 99% of the fans of the Twilight stuff are girls, which is fine, that's great, good for them. I say, as a guy who's experienced fads and certain trends in pop culture, I believe that all you guys who are just making a big deal out of this shit, all you people who are complaining about this shit, like criticizing the shit out of this franchise, I kind of have to be the voice of reason, just fucking relax. People are complaining about Twilight. Oh, the new moon. It's garbage. It's only for girls. It sucks. You know what? Fuck that. Just live. Live and let be. Just let them let this thing run its course. Because, you know, it's not going to be around 5 years from now. Probably not. You know, 10 years from now it's not going to be around, okay? It's going to be something new. And this is just, you know, it's just a current fad that, you know, prepubescent and, you know, teenage girls are getting into. Because, fuck, I mean, that's, you know, once every 10 years or so, there's always something, you know, they're always making money off, you know, kids and, you know, a younger audience, and there's always something new, you know, especially, you know, in the romantic side. You know, and teenage girls are always going to be around, so there's always going to be that demographic, so they'll always make these fucking chick flicks, these films that are very catered towards a more female, you know, this hopeful, fantasy, dramatic, romantic type shit. A lot of, you know, young teenage girls want. You know, they crave that shit. They want that romantic shit. They hope shit like that happens to them in real life. You know what I'm saying? So, I say let it run its course. I doubt this franchise is going to be around 10 or 20 years from now. On the same, you know, scale, on the same popularity. You know, it's probably still going to be around. You know, there might be new books or whatever. You know, there might be a cartoon series, whatever the fuck it is, 10 years from now. But the point is, I think the peak of Twilight and the New Moon and this whole teen vampire romance shit, the peak of this shit is right now, okay? It's just right now. It's a fucking trend. It's just a fucking fad. It's a trend. And it's not gonna last, okay? It's not gonna last. It will run its course. So, I think to complain about it to begin with is retarded, because it's just pointless to complain about something that's gonna disappear, you know, or that's obviously just gonna fade off, you know, just a couple of years from now. It's not gonna be around that long. So, you know, let this shit make money. You know, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna watch any of the films anyway. I'm not gonna read any of the fucking books. You know, I don't give two shits about it. But I'm not gonna, at the same time, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this sucks, and this shouldn't happen, and, you know, oh, this is garbage, and the movies suck. You know, honestly, you know, I don't even know why it's such a big deal anyway, because I don't even know why people are saying this is a phenomenon, and, you know, people are saying, oh my god, you know, why is this so popular? It's popular because there's always, the demographic is always going to be around. The target, you know, the people who are watching this stuff, the people who are buying into this stuff are always going to be around. And that's young girls, young females, teenage girls, prepubescent girls, you know, the teeny bopper crowd, you know, these are the same kind of fans that, you know, 10 years ago bought NSYNC albums, you know, NSYNC CDs, Backstreet Boys, you know, Spice Girls. They went and, you know, watched Leonardo DiCaprio and fucking Titanic. You know, these are the same type of people. And they're always going to be around. There's always going to be the teeny bopper crowd. So I say just let this shit run its course.